On. I hope I have the volume on.
Yeah. Oh, look at me.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, we're not
I'm
getting.
here. I'm having another treatment because I was here in February. I had a surgery in. Did I tell you that right?
Surgery.
I had a surgery. I'm not gonna say what surgery, but I had a surgery in end of July, and then from that surgery, I developed a what do you call it? A frozen shoulder. I developed frozen shoulder in starting end of September. Then I was in pain, really in pain from October to up to now. Pain, really in pain from October to up to now. Not now, but up to February. And then I was going to therapy from October. Then I came to you.
Yeah.
In February, I was so much in pain. I cannot even tell you. I was desperate. I was ready to jump off the bridge from being so desperate.
Oh my goodness.
Being in pain. I cannot even tell you. And then I came to you. You gave me a treatment once. And then after 2 days, oh my God, the pain is gone. And then it's gone. Like, and I had, we're now in March, right?
Yeah.
We're now in March, actually April. So since end of February until now, I still have energy, as you can tell. I'm blah, blah, blah right now. And then I went back to my therapist and they're like, so how was it? And I said, oh my God. I went back to my therapist and they're like, so how was it? And I said, oh my God, the pain is gone, right?
Meaning our treatment, the
Because of the-
Myopulse and
yeah.
Acuscope, which reduce inflammation.
The frozen shoulder, I can't tell you how painful. I can't even move my shoulder. I can't sleep. I can't, no matter what I do, whenever I'm moving or at rest, I was in so much pain. I cannot even tell you.
This is
I
after her surgery. For the people who just joined us.
because I couldn't, couldn't move my shoulder.
Could I say what surgery you have?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I had surgery.
But cancer, right?
Yeah, I had surgery.
The C word.
I had surgery and then I developed the frozen shoulder. And so and now
She finally reached out to me after how many months?
I did reach out to you, but you were busy in November.
Oh, really? Oh my
I
God.
reached out to you in November, and
That is horrible.
and then
I'm so sorry.
no, it's not your fault because December I couldn't go because of the holidays.
Oh.
And then
my
I said,
God.
okay, I'll come in January.
Oh my goodness. That was
And
my
then you
fault.
go, no. And then you said, okay, come, right? And then January I was still busy. I was busy for my therapy.
Oh.
And then I said, my
feel
doctor
bad
said, no, my doctor said, go, because I asked them about it, and they said, okay, you can go. But then I couldn't find, because I was going to therapy twice a week,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't. I'm not getting any relief. Finally, towards the end of February, oh my God, it's just my saving.
Great.
Pain is gone. I have no pain at all since I came.
Aww.
So now I'm on my
Thank
second
you.
one, and then I'm gonna have another surgery in June.
Oh shoot.
So I'm gonna come back again
Yeah.
before the surgery.
Yes,
and
because
then
it preps you, so it'll promote faster healing. Actually,
Yeah.
this is good for pre and post surgery as well. If
Oh, the
anyone,
pain! I cannot
Yeah.
tell you. The pain was horrible. It's just too much. The pain.
yeah, after her
And-
surgery,
yeah,
but she had a really release after
Oh my
our
God, it's
treatment.
gone. And then I was able to go hiking since then. I've been
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I've been hiking now.
Amazing.
But before I came, let me tell you, before I came, because I was in so much pain and I was so weak,
she didn't have enough energy.
I cannot even carry myself to bed or up the stairs, or I can't carry my bag. I can't go to the grocery. And I'm not exaggerating here. I'm really telling you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
After that,
I
it's just
believe
like
you.
I just woke up and it's just like waking up in a different world. So
After our treatment.
yeah, I really do highly recommend it. And okay, now I told my therapist, okay, this is what happened, right? I have more energy, I have no pain, and they said, okay, give me her card. Give me her card.
Whoa, I'm gonna be famous
We'll
soon.
tell our patients, it's not like they're gonna say, push it. They're not gonna push the patients. They're gonna say, okay, if you need help with your pain, this is it.
Where you go.
This is where you go. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
You get a charge of energy and a relief from the pain.
So when I get out of here, don't forget to give me card,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll give it to my therapist because they're gonna
recommend. I hope.
Yeah, because they have patients that are really in pain. They tell me.
Oh, really?
They tell me about it. They tell me.
Wow.
They tell me they have patients that come that's been coming to them for a year or two, and even what do you call it? The management of wound.
Oh,
management?
yeah, because we're good. I'm really good at doing that too now.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I learned the last 28 years of how to close the wound really fast too, which is amazing.
So I told them about that. I haven't had that experience yet with you, but I told them that your treatment also does that.
Yeah, I just don't get to post a lot of things online because a lot of people don't want me to post injuries, or their injuries at least, of how they looked before. But there is a lot of people that I work with in the past that rip their skin apart and I help close up really quick. Our technology is very powerful because it was used for injury and burn. So it knows how to make new skin cells and overturn the skin cells quicker. So you don't need, the reason I don't do peels and aggressive treatment is because I don't want to inflame the skin. I just read that to you, right? About inflammation. Or you could lose muscle mass if you keep having inflammation on your body and your skin. And all the years that we actually, the environment, the sun, all that is actually making us inflame. So in our technology, even pain is inflammation, right? Anytime
that's what I have on my shoulder is inflammation. That's causing pain. And I don't know how the inflammation is after your first treatment. It just a couple of days later when I woke up and I have no pain at all. I'm like, oh my God, after half a year of being in pain, I cannot believe it. I was so happy.
Yeah, so today we're working on Grace's face, skin. But in the meantime, while I'm working on her skin, I'm also tapping into her system to get to her skin through the lymphatic drainage. But we train the muscle, and then wherever she has pain, today she also has like nerve pain. So I told her she has to hold these plates while I'm working on her. And one of our technology, the Acuscope, is to reduce inflammation. So it's going to travel throughout her body and hit the part of the nerve on her hand. That would help to release that pain as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but overall, through each treatment that she shared with us, her result, she can't believe it either. So we're still trying to keep her healthy and strong because she has another surgery coming up and we want to make sure that she heals faster. So this treatment does it for her, keeping her strong,
and
healthy.
And the facial is the bonus.
Yeah, the facial is the bonus. Because if everything else in your body works well, right? Like when you are in pain, you express, right?
Yeah.
So all that expression.
You can actually
show the aging.
The first time you saw me, probably you saw the pain on my face. Right?
Yeah, of course.
I have all this frowning on my my between my eyebrow. I was really, you can see the pain on my face.
Yeah.
I was in so much pain, and
that's why when people are sick and all that, it actually shows on their face.
Yeah.
So if you relieve all that pain from your body, your system, then your face will look good too. So the outcome of the technology is pretty powerful to be able to do that. But today she's also in, so she wants to look youthful and beautiful. So that's what we're doing this treatment for as well.
So that you won't be able to at least tell that well, I'm not in pain anymore, but
thank God.
But you know what's left on my shoulder is the range of motion. I have not regained the entire range of motion.
Oh, okay.
But
let me borrow this.
But it actually improved since my my visit.
Oh, wow.
The first time I was able to do that, and look at me now.
Oh yeah, well, we should have filmed it that day. It was my fault. I didn't do the before and then the after. How you could like move,
tight,
like back and forth and all that.
I couldn't. I was only able to raise it like this.
Yeah.
Back then.
But after 48 hours, I'm sure, right?
Yes.
I always said 48 hours afterwards.
Right. So when I came back to my therapist, they measured it. My range.
Oh, wow.
And they go, whoa. And at that point, I haven't seen them for 3 weeks, okay? So really, it's not, it just, they measured me and they go, wow, you retained, your range from the last time I saw you. Usually I go back, I drop back. So they know, they saw it.
They were impressed.
Yeah. They were impressed. And then while I was there, they researched the.
Let me turn this.
What you're doing.
Working with different machines here.
Oh, how many machines? Oh, you have one more.
She's hooking up with 4 different machines right now. Because I have a machine also for the body. That's why it speed everything up so quick, because I'm able to work with the mind, the body, and the skin all together at once. So your visit is not several visits, it's like one visit to pretty much target everything. If they would tell me where they have pain, I would target that area as well. And the one thing about our technology that's different from a lot of technology is the biofeedback, which is really powerful. It's capable of reading what's going on inside the cells and how much energy you have. And you're supposed to have a certain amount of energy in each part of your body. Muscles need a certain organs, like the heart needs enough calcium to pump, same as like what you put in, but sometimes the body doesn't know how to divide it very well, and that's called ion channel. And it does that. It like reads it, and then it gives the right amount to each part of your body equally. So that's where a lot of technology doesn't have. That's why there's a negative and a positive going back and forth, because it's reading what's going on each part. And the face is also...
Yeah, tell me what it does on the face.
Yeah, so face is also a lot of the organs on the face too. Like all your whole body is here as well. So through acupuncture point, I work with different parts of your body as well, right? This is also right here, eyes, legs, and stomach. The points are all there
okay. So
as
that's
well.
eyes, legs, and stomach.
Yeah. So different
So
as
that's
well.
eyes, legs, and stomach.
Yeah. So different part of
eye
your
strain and stomach on this heart, muscles, and veins.
So that's why I always say we're working through your system to get to your skin. So all your organs are here. We're just working through it to get to your skin. So it's different from all the other treatment because we're doing multiple treatment. Like what the Koreans are doing now, because I'm researching, I'm going there, but they're doing a lot of treatment. They're piling up like 6, 7 treatment at a time, but they're peeling and burning the skin. 20s, which when I was young in my 20s, I burnt my skin all the time, and it's able to when I was young in my 20s, I burnt my skin all the time, and it's able to repair and regenerate. But now at 54, there's no way that the skin could do that fast. You actually need the help of our technology to do that. So I don't recommend burning the skin and inflaming the skin because they finally figure out, I think 10, 15 years ago, I went to a Yanka class and they mentioned infla-aging. Meaning years ago, I went to a Yanka class and they mentioned infla-aging. Meaning if you inflame the skin, it'll age. So what we're trying to do is reduce to repair your skin, to give your skin that healthy, beautiful glow again. And that's what you're gonna see her skin afterwards too. Because we're recharging the energy to get the cells healthy back again.
And how does it work? The muscles on the face.
Okay, the muscles, we're retraining the muscle because the Myopulse is used for bones, muscle, ligaments, tendon. But right now I'm doing some lymphatic drainage, the first stage, because I have to move all the toxins. Your body is so stagnant, it doesn't know how to move. Like it slows down as you age. So to give the body energy, it'll do some of the work for you. I think Angelique, my nurse assistant client, it'll do some of the work for you. I think Angelique, my nurse assistant client who was treating her pain 2 weeks ago with us, or a week and a half or so, she's like recovering really fast. She's the one with the sprained ankle, the high sprain. Not sprain, fracture actually, her whole foot. And she's walking and working out and all that. She said that when I was giving her a facial, she never paid attention to what I'm doing here, but she realized since she works in the hospital that everything that we do here is pretty much like how, you know, they use those 2 paddings to wake up the heart. So she's like, oh my gosh, that's what you're trying to do to the body. Wake up the cells. Make the cells do the work for you because they are so lazy. You know, our body, if you don't push it, it's just stagnant. And in an injury, your body doesn't even know that you have an injury. So you have to send electrical currents like this to make the body know that it's injured. Because during the injury, it blows up, it fills with tons of water. So you need to do the drainage, the lymphatic drainage to move everything out. Right now, when I move all the water out, her face is more contour because the muscle starts to show up more instead of the water inside the skin. Right? You don't want the water to stuck inside the skin. You won't see your face structure as well.
Yeah.
So that's like our little secret here.
Right. When I was coming here in 2018, I think, before pandemic, I stopped because of the closure.
Yep. Agree.
But when I was coming here, you would see my pictures.
Yeah,
I have a
contour.
Jaw. I didn't have a swollen eye bags. I really loved how my face contour looked back then.
So we're trying to bring her
it back.
face.
Can we bring it back?
Yes. You're not 60 yet, so it's fine. 60 is harder because by 60 we lose 30% more muscles.
Okay.
The muscle you want to train right now. That's why I don't believe in Botox and all that, because you're making your muscles lazy and you're shortening your muscle. So the eyes become smaller and everything just falls right down here, the jawline.
The eyes become smaller.
Yep. If you notice people, they shoot here, the wrinkle comes here, shoot here, all the wrinkle starts to come down.
Yeah.
Wrinkles have to move somewhere. Even you shoot it to freeze it, but you don't want your you don't want your muscles to be lazy actually.
Right. So
it's very dangerous.
So my therapist asked me, because I told him about this facial, right? And then my therapist asked me, how does she look like you? I said, oh my gosh, she looks like a baby.
Not quite, but I wanted to maintain myself. I wanted to maintain myself since I started doing this when I was 26, actually.
So you use the same machine for yourself?
Yes, for myself, but actually was more for my illness because I was really sick at that time. I have horrible sinus infection, sick every 2 weeks. That means my immune system is really low. And I was on antibiotic, which messed up my stomach. So I have stomach ache all the time. So from this treatment, I learned how to use it on the stomach area because all the toxins and all the gut area, later on they found out it affects the brain, right? If you don't have a clean clean gut. Yeah, it's the brain. If you don't have a clean clean gut. Yeah, it's the brain and the skin. So finally I connect the dot through like all the research and started working with the lymph nodes on the stomach area too. That's why I put the plates there, because I wanted to move everything in the beginning of the process of this. I already started with the body first. That's why the skin just looks better afterwards. Even I haven't worked on it, but because I work with the body already and the mind, the skin starts to brighten up. And because of the benefit of moving everything around, negative and positive in this treatment also helps to circulate the blood, because your blood have to circulate back and forth. You know how when you exercise, it's creating that, and that's what we're trying to do too. But the whole flow throughout your whole face and your mind as well right now. And the neuroscope up here is to help with the brain now. And the neuroscope up here is to help with the brain, to relax the brain, but also to
calm the mind.
Yeah, at the time I'm working on them. Their brain is going into deep REM sleep. Yeah, my client could tell you that too.
When they
their brain is going into deep REM sleep. Yeah, my client could tell you that too.
When they it registers.
Yep.
Sleeping.
Even if you're talking to me for an hour, it registers that you're sleeping. Wow. Because your mind is relaxing. Because in order for you to grow human growth hormone, the hormone that makes you young and sustain your youth, you have to sleep. So sleep is really important.
Right.
It's the most powerful medicine that, a lot of people have problem with.
Right.
And I have to say that was what happened to me in that treatment. Was actually I couldn't treatment was actually, I couldn't sleep every night when I was young, from 18, 19, I think, till the early 20s. That's why I had to drop out of school at the moment, because my brain just doesn't function.
It's foggy.
Yeah, and I feel like I can't think, I can't study. So at 26, when I met the person that sold me this technology, she said she had cancer, and this is the only treatment that gave her energy. But at that time, you know, cancer wasn't mentioned that much, so I didn't understand too much about it until later on. I met so many people who have had cancer, and I started, of course, 2020, my really good friend, Jen, who used to work for us too, also had cancer. And I think at 23, my beautiful client, now friend, but also Francesca, who worked for me, had cancer also. So through all that story, I started researching, and of course my mom too. She had breast cancer as well, twice, that they had to cut it out. So our family has Alzheimer and you know, the genetic, and hopefully none of us get it. But you know, that was scary too, for her to have it. So during her cancer time, I was treating her a lot.
With this one?
Yeah, and she
for what?
had
For pain?
For pain, and for, you know, because I learned about cancer, how you need energy. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, cancer, how you need energy. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully it doesn't come back, because you have so much energy in your body. And when my friend 2020 passed away of cancer, I was like, wow, so young too, you know, 38. So I started doing more research on it. And because when I bought this machine, the lady said she had cancer and this helped her. But it never clicked to me because I was just sick at that time. My thoughts were not quite...
Do you know why she sold it?
Because it gives her energy. So remember, I just gave you something to read about cancer and inflammation? So they tie together.
So why did she sell it?
Because this treatment helped her with energy. And at that time I was sick. So I was always trying
She was done by that time.
She was done with the cancer. But she said this is the only treatment that helped her, you know, energy. Remember, we keep talking about energy, mitochondria.
So at that point, she didn't need it anymore.
She still uses it because she still wants, you know, her body to stay healthy. And cancer sometimes migrate, right? A lot of times it migrates. So the more powerful your body is, filled with energy. This is my intake from my study. You don't have to listen to me, but I feel like the stronger you are, telling you about energy, right? The stronger you are, all your cells have so much energy. It's hard for you to get sick. Like, knock on wood, I didn't get sick or whatever. When I used to be sick a lot when I was young. Even living in Vietnam, I was sick constantly. I had a worm growing in me for 12 years. A tapeworm. How gross is that? It came out finally, so I never grow. You know, my sister beat me on the growth because I was exhausted and tired. So, long story short, I was really sick. And when I encountered this technology, now it's been 28 years.
You've had this for 28 years.
Yes, amazing. It was like 1997. I remember going to a convention and thinking I just need it for my health. I did cold laser and I did this treatment, one on each side of the face. And I felt like this held up my face more. So that's why I decided. But this was so like non-heard of, at that time. So I couldn't even promote the technology because I tell people that I am able to reverse their aging. None of them believe me. They laugh and they thought, oh my God, she's crazy, But guess what? They believe me now.
But there's not a lot of you doing this.
Yeah, because it was used for mainly athletes and horses. If you look it up, Electro Myopulse Acuscope is used for race horses. 70% of it is for race horses. Mm-hmm. So you could see those are $1 million horses. Mm-hmm. They're not cheap horses. So when they're injured, they have the treatment to treat their injury, but after that, they're more powerful. Mm-hmm. So whatever your shoulder is, mm-hmm. I treat you there, that shoulder is going to be stronger, mm-hmm. For some reason, because I have a hip injury. I have a labrum tear, actually. I couldn't walk for 12 weeks. Mm. And after that, when I did my race, I was stronger after 12 weeks of not training. When you run, you have to train.
You were using this.
I was using this every day, mm-hmm. and that's why I bought the Acuscope in, because the only way to work together was the three machines actually. Well, now I have the body machine too, because it's more powerful if I wanted to work with the body. Right now you're using it.
What do you call this machine?
Still microcurrent, but because I bought in the body machine to treat a lot of injuries, including myself. Once in a while I get sprained ankle, but in 1 week I'm back to running again, which I couldn't do that. I was on a cast when I was 19 years old, so I know how long it takes for injuries and to come back again. So at my age, if anything happened, it's going to take longer. But because we have the technology, it helps me to speed up my healing process quicker, right? So I could still go back and do whatever I'm doing. I don't have to wait, that long. So all in all, I think it's a very powerful technology, just unheard of unless you look it up. You could see mm-hmm. Joe Montana, Terrell Owens, they won their Super Bowl because of the technology. But it's more Hollywood people that know it than us regular. I just got lucky.
Hollywood people use it?
Oh yeah, you look it up. Yeah, mainly because I think John Thornton, I read his story, was one of Lee Major, the $6 Million Man. Remember we used to watch that in the 80s? I came to America in 1980, so I get to watch all these shows. I still remember. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be the Bionic Woman, the $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman, Lee Major. So I think the guy that John Thornton was his stunt man, and he injured himself, so he couldn't walk. And this is the technology that helped him, from what I remember learning about it when I first bought the machine. So I think in the middle of the United States, he opened Thornton Institute. Look, I'm promoting his business there. But they've been using it for all the injuries for the athletes. And
they are.
Yes. So he's pretty famous, for helping them because he was the stunt man. So he knows all the Hollywood people, right? I just not yet. I have Catherine McPhee and Skip Martin, but
coming here, having a treatment.
She had the treatment twice.
Really, for what?
For her face, because she loves the way she felt afterwards.
Yeah, I like the way it feels. It's so relaxing.
Yeah. Well, today we're talking too much. She might not be.
Yeah.
She might not relax, but her mind is relaxed anyways. Yeah. But she was very helpful to want to post this with me and share her experience.
It is amazing.
Yeah, and how she looks afterwards. I know it takes an hour for the whole treatment, but it's well worth it when your muscles get to relax and retrain and recharge of energy.
I'd like to see my jowls go up.
It will. Yeah, so through the years I learned how to contour the face here, because most of our aging process is actually here in the neck area.
Right.
So if you saw some of my work, pay attention to some of that area, the before and after photos that I post. Now I have to tell my client, to pull their shirts down a little bit so they could see the neck actually. Yeah, so the neck ages 7 years faster than your face. So it needs a lot of attention for sure. Yeah. So in the last process, but I want everyone to also see her results. I'm finishing up. Now she has baby skin now. Baby healthy skin, actually.
Too bad we didn't show them.
Yeah.
Before, I had dry skin.
But not today. Not afterwards.
Menopause.
Yes. Wait, did you finish menopause? Speaking of menopause.
I did.
Oh.
I did.
Can we tell age or no?
My age now? I'm 52.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so 54 here. We're going through our hard time life right now.
Yeah, and it actually, menopause shows for me, not emotionally or mentally, but on my skin.
Yes, because you know why? Once we lose our period, I've been researching a lot about menopause because I'm going through it. I am determined to keep my period until 55. So, you know why? Because our treatment upregulates the hormone. So it's capable of keeping you still young.
Yeah.
For some reason, I am lucky enough to still have that ability. My energy, everything, and my mind is not cuckoo yet.
Right, because I heard that when you're going through menopause, you become emotional. You become this and that. You gain weight. You lose your hair.
Everything,
etc. Right?
Yeah.
Or hot flashes. I don't have any of all that except my skin is really dry. Yeah,
because you lose all the oil.
Yeah.
At this point in your life, the body doesn't, the hormones or estrogen is very low. It doesn't make a lot of things where it used to. And on top of that, it also, I forgot to show them that I'm putting all these products on her skin, actually. Yeah. It also kind of stopped doing any of the work for you. So that's why I love our treatment, because it's like to energize your body, to give your body more energy, because energy makes energy. I don't know if anyone understands that, but after you work out or so, you get more energy. So after this treatment, you get 20% more energy. So if you keep adding more, you're just having more energy, ATP or the mitochondria, where they talked a lot about. That's the idea. It's energy. So you need energy for survival and for making your body move. I think my nurse client, Angelique, said that, it's like we don't have to exercise, but it's like we're exercising. Kind of like that, giving your body more energy that way. So it's pretty powerful.
Okay, when do I start seeing my jowls lifting?
today you already see it lifting.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. When she sits up, we have to make sure we film that so everyone could see.
Yeah, the first thing I saw in the mirror when, after menopause is like, oh my God, my face is dropping. Mm-hmm. My skin is so dry. Mm-hmm. I used to have, like glowy.
Yep. Well, you're bringing that glow back today.
But my hair was okay. My emotions are okay. My skin, my gosh.
Well, we're bringing it back. So stay tuned. We're not done yet. One more step.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm inputting all the products inside right now.
Oh, wow.
To change the setting a little bit. Yeah. So again, we're pulling her muscle to make the muscles tighter so it doesn't drop. Because by 60, you drop 30%. That's a very dramatic drop. That's
by
why,
60 or 50?
Yeah. That's a lot because we lose muscles from our 25 on, like every year or two, and then we lose collagen at 35. So we're only on recycled collagen from my reading on collagen. So we need to continue to produce it if we can. And when I read about one of the book about electricity and collagen, it linked together with what I'm trying to do. So I try to find books that link our treatment to the science behind it all, because this is all science and biology and physiology too. So that's why it's kind of tough to understand in the beginning. I had a hard time, even though I love those subjects, but I forget most of it in high school, right?
I don't know
whatever we
any of
study. Biology, mitochondria, the powerhouse of our body, all those stuff. And when my trainer told me, oh, you're working through the lymphatic system, the mitochondria, charging the ATP, all those stuff, I was like, what is he talking about? So I had to read every book there is that explains all those words. I mean, there's tons of books now about it. So I finally understand what all those meant. In order to explain this to my client. That's why it took me so many years, like 28 years, to say the least, to get people to understand our highly sophisticated technology. I think that's what my trainer called it. Using the complex of our body.
You're gonna get busy. You're gonna get really busy soon with clients coming in.
I hope so, because right now only getting referral because a lot of people don't understand our technology.
I hope I don't lose my spot.
No. All the people who helped me through the years, they know that I take care of them because they were there in the beginning who believe in me and believe in what I believe in. Mm-hmm. But it took a long time to get it out there to the consumer. I think till today, I still have a lot of people that are skeptical because they don't understand it. But unless you try it, you won't understand it.
What do they say about it? What do they think? What keeps them from
not understanding?
Not believing.
Because they don't really understand how the body works, The body is what makes the skin. This is the toner. The Yonka toner we're trying to input in using the Lucas machine here. This is to help balance the skin. Also to to set. If you want your makeup or anything to set, does it. And it's just refreshing. There's lavender, geranium, thyme, cypress, and rosemary. So it's very calming, soothing. I used Yonka for 30-something years, but the product sales lately, it's been so slow because my clients are not supporting me. So I hope they support my sales so I could maintain the account. They could use it in the treatment room for that reason. It's a signature smell that I've been using for 34 years. I'm gonna see her beautiful skin in a second.
And most of all, pain-free.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I looked up all the other treatment is very painful. And you need downtime to recover.
Really? What treatment?
All the treatment that a lot of people are getting, like microneedling, laser, all those stuff that I could not get because
I've had microneedling once.
Oh, it wrecked your skin, right? But the more of that inflammation that you cause, the more it'll age the skin. It's not a good way. I don't believe in that because I had it done and I scar really bad, like for a whole week almost. And I had to use our treatment to get rid of my scabs and scarring. But it was way too painful. I bought the device, was going to use it for my client, and I thought, oh my gosh, I don't want them to suffer through this. So went back to using our technology because I know it doesn't hurt the skin. It only make the skin healthy. I mean, from here on, because our skin's been abused from the sun, the environment, lifestyle.
Abused and neglected. Actually.
Yes, exactly. And not protected. So guess what? You have to protect it now. There's only so much layers left. If you keep on moving and getting rid of all your skin layer, the skin becomes really thin. And when it becomes thin, it wrinkles. You know, all that inflammation.
But as we age, our skin
already
gets
thin.
Yeah.
Yes. And, you know, men are lucky. They have 24% thicker skin. That's why their aging process is different from a woman's aging process. And during the menopause years, oh my goodness, all that affects the skin quite a bit if you really pay attention. But all the people that are with me during that menopause year, they actually still look good, you know. So I've been doing a lot of surveys and a lot of...
I'm here at the right time, man.
Yeah, you know. So I've been doing a lot of surveys and a lot of...
I'm here at the right time, man.
Yeah, because you don't want to wait too long, because by the time your skin is already damaged and already sagging, it's hard for me to pick it up. I work with fine lines and wrinkle, but not like extra skin. Like that's why I tell my client, do not get the Botox, do not get the fillers, because your skin will deflate after all that.
And that causes the extra skin.
Yep. You have after all that.
And that causes the extra skin.
Yep. You have to have neck surgery because I couldn't lift that skin because there's extra skin. I can't lift extra skin. So they have to do surgery.
That's true.
Yeah. I could only lift what you have.
Yeah.
You know, the skin is like sagging skin. There's no way I could lift it. You know, they have to tuck it in. That's why they have to have surgery for that reason.
They tuck it here.
Yeah, they take it and they tuck it from the ear here. Yeah, like the extra skin. I saw some of the surgeries done. It's scary. I don't like scarring, and I can't recover, so I can't do any of those stuff for my skin.
I know someone, her sister got a facelift, and it's here.
Yeah, the scar is right there. They flap it open and they pull. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of any of that. Because if you fall or something like that, you'll damage it even more while you're recovering. Okay, we're gonna see her beautiful, beautiful skin here. After I'm gonna unhook her.
I'm connected everywhere.
Yeah, gotta unconnect her here.
This one, I'm excited to see the results more. You know, I mean, the improvement here.
Turn off this.
In the next 2 days.
I was trying to show her this. I hope we get thousands of viewers. I hope we get famous. No, just joking.
Oh, you will, for sure.
Well, I just want to.
Somebody will. It will reach people in time.
Okay.
But you know, I highly recommend. That's all I can say. Highly,
okay,
highly
look at her face now.
Oh wow!
Sit up so they could see it.
Oh my god! Oh, how glowy!
The
Fresh
jaw.
and glowy. Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah.
Her jaw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I had. And look.
See?
Look how dewy that is.
Yeah. I know the camera has a little bit of filter.
Wow, look at that. I have no makeup.
No makeup, just the sunblock. So thank you everyone for listening to us. And we hope
we see you here
at Escape Spa.
Don't forget. See you here. See you soon.
Look for us here. Oh, it's backward.
What is your Facebook page?
Oh, Escape Spa as well.
Oh,
Instagram, TikTok. But I think we're going to lose TikTok pretty soon. Oh, all my viewers, I'm going to miss you.
Really?
Yeah.
You're going to... Okay, then...
The 30th or something like that.
Okay.
I just saw it.
It's okay. You have Facebook. You can go live each time.
Yeah, but my viewers on Facebook doesn't support me as much as my viewers on TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Thank God for the TikTok client.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's okay. They're gonna come.
Well, thank you, Grace.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I love it.
For
look at me
being so supportive and for sharing your results with us.
Because I believe in it.
Yeah.
Because it's by experience.
Yeah. So I hope everybody would understand.
You know how far I come from, right?
Yeah. Tell them how far you come from.
I drive 2 hours to get here on a Saturday. So that's an entire day of driving.
Yes.
Just to come because I really love it.
Yeah. So all those machines we have there, that's what help our skin. So I hope this episode will explain a little bit more and for you to understand. I hope my voice is enough to get the message out there to share with you that you have to be strong and energized, because living life, I mean, that's all you have.
And plus, all they have to do is try once and see for themselves.
Okay, I know. She didn't believe me in the first trial until she had a few. And then now she appreciated because age also catch up to you, and you appreciate a lot of things when you're older too. And when you don't have it, you appreciate it more.
And then you appreciate it more when you truly have, like pain.
Oh yeah.
And
then
then you come and then it disappears in a day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those of you who didn't join us in the beginning, the reason she wanted to do this episode with me was because after her surgery, she had a lot of pain, and her shoulder, they call it
frozen shoulder.
Frozen shoulder, sorry.
Oh, that's very, very painful. Frozen shoulder, that's the first time I ever had it.
Yeah, but actually I read it for people who, after the surgery, that's what happened to the shoulder,
but
because they don't move.
Right, but years ago, you remember, I came here for my pinky.
Oh,
if you don't remember. Years ago in 2018, I came here because my pinky was like this, frozen. Years ago in 2018, I came here because my pinky was like this, frozen. Like maybe, I don't know what it was, but it was painful, and you put a plate on there, and then after one visit, it's back to normal, right? I mean, years ago.
There's something to be said about our technology. I think that's why my clients remember it more, because of something that happened with them during the treatment. Even though I'm working on their face, but if they tell me where they're having pain, we would also move the machine to that area. But if they don't, the technology actually reads it and sparks that energy to that area and help you to release the pain too.
It's like hitting two birds in one stone.
Yes. So thank you everyone, and thank you the most to Grace for sharing her time with us. And hopefully everyone got a chance to understand our technology. And if you have any questions, don't forget to look me up here.
And come and try it.
Cheers. Until next time. Let me see. I hope I could keep this. Sometimes I'm having trouble